Joining us for more on this is Dr. Brian Betty, Chair of General Practice New Zealand, and he's a GP in Porirua as well. Hi Brian, thanks for joining us.
Oh, look, it's a pleasure, Yannicka.
This is a pretty big crackdown on vaping from Australia. Should we follow suit?
It certainly came out of left field. It is a big move on the Australians' part, but I think it reflects the concerns over vaping, especially in our younger population. That is, younger people who are potentially getting addicted to nicotine. I think this opens up New Zealand to actually starting to talk about this, what's happening with vaping, and whether we do, in fact, need to restrict access further to vapes to actually prevent a generation of young people becoming addicted to vapes.
Well, let's talk more about that idea of balance, because if you make it too hard to vape, do you then just drive people back to smoking?
I think that's what we have to have an open, transparent debate about. Vaping is absolutely a very valid tool for smoking cessation. We cannot compromise access to vapes for that reason. But for people who want to give up smoking and use a safer alternative with vaping is, as I said, the issue that has arisen here is the younger population, in particular those who wouldn't have smoked otherwise, taking up vaping. So I think there has to be an open, transparent discussion about this, and we do need to get the balance right, that we don't restrict access to smoking cessation, but we look to protect our younger generation.
So what's the answer? Is it about targeting packaging, flavours, where you can access it, that sort of thing?
I think there's a whole range of things. There's no doubt the marketing and the way vapes are marketing is a really attractive sort of thing to do with a lot of peer pressure that we see are occurring. I think that has to be thought about very hard, and that's certainly one of the tracks the Australians have gone down in terms of their packaging, marketing, and who they market to. I think we need to think about that very seriously. Whether we take the step of restricting vapes to GPs, quit smoking programs, maybe across the counter at chemists, we need to make sure the costs of vapes is kept low for that smoking cessation. But whether we need to pull back on where vapes are available or vaping is available is perhaps the debate we need to have.
Yes, and make them through chemists and not just at the corner dairy, that sort of thing. OK, well, Dr. Brian Betty, Chair of General Practice New Zealand, thank you so much for your perspective.
Thank you.